Today's New Day Cooking segment is sponsored by Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting, powered by Electrolux.
Okay, this is going to blow your mind. Believe it or not, there is such a thing as a cookie cake, and they're all the rage in the baking world right now. Somebody who would know is Baker to the Stars, Jenny Keller of Jenny Cookies. It's always great to see you.
Thank you.
I honestly had no idea. What is this all about? When did this get started?
So I first saw these from a baker in Israel, and she made these, they call them biscuits there.
Yes.
And, you know, filled them with some different fillings, not necessarily buttercream, and then topped them with macarons and fresh flowers and fresh fruit. So I kind of fell in love with the idea and kind of put my own spin on it using my buttercream and sugar cookie recipe, and then just topping them with all kinds of things.
Everything. Let's run through them from the rainbow over. What have you done?
So this one's the rainbow. For any time, people are always into, you know, rainbows, but also St. Patrick's Day is coming. So I just took lots of different colored candies, all different kinds, and just made a rainbow here. So out of all of them, this one might have been the most time-consuming, but definitely not hard.
Are those marshmallows or
no? It's
icing?
the icing.
It is. Oh my
yes,
goodness!
but
and
you
the
could
layers
use
are cookies. Your famous sugar cookie.
Yeah, just huge. So you could put a marshmallow filling in this one.
If you
a buttercream
wanted
marshmallow,
to.
you could. And then there's a cookie cake, and that one I filled with cookie dough icing.
Oh my
and then it's covered in all your nostalgic Oreos and Nutter Butters and Nilla wafers and chocolate chip cookies. So that's for like the cookie lover in your life. And that one's a number. So that one's fun if you wanted to have a first birthday or
a birthday,
you know, one or whatever.
And then letters. Look at this pink one.
The letter. This one I did for my daughter Allie, and I just covered it in everything magical and whimsical and girly and sparkly.
Which she loves.
Oh my gosh!
And then over here, a chocolate lover's delight. This is cookies, ice cream, and candies. It's just craziness. Look at this.
Yes, it has the chocolate buttercream, and then every piece of chocolate candy I could throw on there.
The W.
The W is your monochromatic color. So we went with yellow, something bright, and that's just the buttercream, but it's colored yellow. And
be a UW.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it could be gold. I love that.
Yep.
The little lemon slices and stuff. And then this one's just crazy.
That one's an H for my son Hudson, and he loves to fish, so I made kind of blue, watery icing colors and threw Swedish fish and little candies that could look like bobbers.
That's so great.
Yeah.
So I don't mean to be like not informed about this stuff, but these little spherical things are so cool. Where did these come from?
They're just candies and sprinkles, and I just grabbed an assortment for us because I thought it would be fun to pull different things on there. So if you were going to make this, you might want to have an idea of what your plan is, because you could put, as you can see, anything on these.
Palette-wise, whatever you want. And then you have these rock sugar things. Do you just break pieces of that off?
I just kind of break it off, cut it off, and then like you can see them over on this one here. There's little pieces of them.
Which are
here
beautiful.
And there. Yep.
And very creative.
Yeah.
So you've started us off.
I did. I got you started.
Already done.
Yes,
but you're
I know.
going to show us how to put the J's together.
So this is a giant J, and it's just my regular sugar cookie icing, which I have on my website. It's jennycookies.com. And
please go get it. It is the best sugar cookie in the world. I promise. I promise.
It is really good. And all I did was adjust the baking times. So there's nothing different except for
Can you tell by looking how
done it is?
If it's a big cookie?
Well, I just added 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So really from 7
what
minutes to 10.
What are we piping? Tell me again.
So we're just piping the buttercream.
Alrighty.
And you're just using like a large
look at you go.
round open tip. Well, I gave you a head start.
You did, and I'm so glad.
So you should be doing yours right now.
What am I supposed to do?
Okay, so grab your decorating bag, and then I always twist right here to kind of hold this so the icing isn't coming back out at you.
That would be a good thing.
And then you're just going to squeeze and make little dollops.
Little dollops.
So little circle. Just squeeze, like, we'll help you on this side.
Squeeze.
So squeeze, and then let go. And then squeeze, and let go.
I think I'm doing better now.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, there we go.
Yep.
And this is so we can stick our candies on top, right?
Right. So, no, you really don't have to be amazing at this because you can cover it up with candy.
This is like that cool rosette cake where you type the rosettes on the side, and if you don't like it, you just smush it around and start over.
Absolutely.
More icing is more better.
Yep.
So you mentioned kind of collecting the palette for colors and putting whatever you want on it. And when you go to eat it, how does that work?
This is like the million-dollar question that we get at the bake shop all the time. How do you eat that cake? Well, it's up to you. You could cut it with a very sharp knife. You could just break it off. I mean, it really depends on your audience.
You can just start scavenging off the top if you
Yeah.
want.
We make these crazy Max cakes at the bake shop. They're just covered in everything we sell there. And they're kind of similar to this. Like, we've made a few of these for the shop, and we call them the Max cookie instead of the Max cake. So you could just pick all the things off the top and then kind of carve into the cookie.
You know when else this would be good? Would be after Halloween.
Yes, when you have all the leftover candy.
All that candy, and you could do whatever you want.
Yes. So once you get, I'm going to keep going, you're almost there.
Yeah,
you just start grabbing your candies. Like with these little dum-dums, I just kind of cut the stem off, and let's see. We'll put some of the rock candy on there too.
Is there anything you should avoid, or if like with the hard candies, do you break those into smaller pieces just to be sure you don't break somebody's teeth? But you just go for it, right?
I go for it. The crazier and wilder, the better. Yeah, but look how fun the rock candy looks when you get to that
beautiful
point.
Plus it's delicious, and I love the idea of the soft icing and then the crunchy candy, right?
Yeah, and these are fun for really any age. I mean, if a parent wanted to get, you know, the project started and then let the kids decorate.
Whoops.
You
know, just throw those anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, here's a ring pop. Like, throw that on there. What kid wouldn't want? You might want a ring pop.
That is amazing. I might indeed. I might indeed.
You could also take different icing tips and, you know, draw roses on here, like you said you knew how to do.
I love. Well,
bring
I mean,
that skill back
if you give me enough time, we also have a photo of some that look like breakfast that you've made. I believe.
Yes.
Let's put those up and then explain these.
Okay.
These are so cool. Tell us what we're looking at.
Yeah. So my bake shop changes its whole theme and menu every 4 to 6 weeks. So right now our menu is Breakfast of Champions. And so the pancake looks like, or the cake looks like stacks of pancakes. We have
so cool.
Our pie cookies are made to look like a Pop-Tart this month. All the cupcake flavors are cereal flavors. We have avocado toast, sugar cookies, and maple bar donuts, and it's the cutest menu in the whole world.
It is. Where do you get these ideas?
This one was very much a team effort. We just kind of started coming together on this silly like 90s cereal breakfast idea and just started mixing things up.
Tell us where the store is for anybody who hasn't been up there yet.
So the store is in Lake Stevens. We're definitely off the beaten path. We're a destination bakery. Yes, people come from all over the state, especially with this breakfast menu. Last weekend we had a pajama party, and so anybody that came in their pajamas got a Fruity Pebbles cake pop or a Cinnamon Toast Crunch cupcake, all kinds of really fun things. We do a character meet and greet about every other month where we'll bring in princesses from Enchanting Princess events.
Oh my gosh, so it could be part of a birthday celebration.
Yeah.
You come in, have an event,
yeah,
and then
it's
look
like
around.
going to Disneyland, but you don't have to take your kids to Disneyland.
That is so cool.
Right.
Now, your website is cool as well because you've shared some of the recipes that are so good, and everybody should have a good sugar cookie recipe, right? Because that's what you need to kind of get started. What else will we find on the website?
Well, we're hosting a cake workshop in March, which is this month. Happy March.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it is March.
I know,
right?
crazy,
Today.
right? And it's sunny, which is a good sign.
Okay.
So I'm going to be teaching how to make that crazy pancake cake, and then we'll have a cookie class at the end of the month. I have jennycookies.com and jennycookiesbakeshop.com. So the bake shop is all the fun, you know, pancakes and breakfast.
Right.
And then on jennycookies.com is where you would find the recipe for this, lots of different party ideas. Even the other day I posted like a stew recipe, and I had several people message and say, this is weird to see food on your page because we're used to seeing dessert. So sometimes I eat food too.
It's food that you eat so that you can get to dessert.
Right.
I went with kind of a minimalist approach here. I'm not sure if I can show it. Imagine maybe a wedding or something like that.
Yes.
All right, very good. Oh my gosh, look at yours. The ring pop is the killer.
That's fun.
Okay, Jenny, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It has no calories, I'm happy to announce.
Yep.
When we come back, how the medical professionals at Odessa Brown Children's Clinic bring quality health care to kids and their families, regardless of ability to pay, and how we can support them.
Thank you.